Hey gang, Sebastian here, back with question 12 from Math Module 2B, Bluebook Test 1. This is a fun question. It's considered a hard question, I think, by the SAT, but it's actually not too bad. You'll see why in a second. So, how many solutions does the equation 10 parentheses 15 x minus 9 equal negative 15 parentheses 6 minus 10x, close parentheses, have? Okay, so how many solutions? These are both. What I'm going to do is look at the answer choices, right? That's always one of my favorite things to do, is to look at the answer choices. And then when I have that, right, so we have exactly 1, exactly 2, infinitely many, and 0. Okay. And then if we look at these, right, they're linear equations because there's no variables, there's x on both sides. So you can almost think of it as a system of equations, even though it's just one equation. And when we have a systems of equation, right, what are our options? We can have, let's imagine it graphically, right? We can have, I'm not a very visual person, but with this I do like to do visuals, right? So we can have one line intersecting another line, and when I do that, right, there's one intersection. So it's possible to have exactly one, okay? And then we can have two lines that are parallel and never touch, right? That's when they have the same slope with different y-intercepts, and that would be 0. And then we can have one where they are the identical line, so it's one on top of the other, right? So let's say we had the original one, and then we just had the same exact line, maybe different, written in different form, and then just go right on top. That would be infinitely many. Here, though, we have exactly 2, and I don't think there's any way to get exactly 2. Well, I know there isn't, right? There's no way that two lines can intersect each other twice, so that's not going to happen. So even before you do math, you can eliminate this, and you're down to three choices. Okay, and then if we look at the equations, okay, they look different, but let's distribute. On the left side, you'll get 10 times 15 is going to be 150. X. 10 times negative 9 is negative 90. Okay. And then on the right side, we're going to get negative 15 times 6, negative 90. Okay. And then we're going to get negative 15 times negative 10, which would be positive 150x. So what do I see right before I do anything else, right? You always want to take a moment after a step to just quickly analyze. And you see, oh, they're the same thing on both sides. They're just written in different orders, but that doesn't affect anything because it's just addition and subtraction, right? So that means they are the same equation. If they're the same equation, it's going to be C, infinitely many. Okay. Now, I showed you graphically why that works, right? Let's see what happens when I try to combine everything. So let's add 90, and you'll see why this happens. If you already understand it, then good, you can move on. But if you don't, you can see exactly the mathematical reason why it's infinitely many. So that's going to give us 150x equals 150x. And you can stop here maybe and think, well, no matter what x is, the two sides will be equal. Or you can subtract 150x from both sides, like that, right? And you're going to get, oh, let's see, we're going to get 0 equals 0, so no matter what, they're equal to each other, right? X has gone away. In an equation that was 0, right, where there was parallel lines, what would happen would be, let's say this had been like 88, and you added 90, right, you would be left with like 2 equals 0. Okay, so those are the steps on this one, right? It's not too bad. I think it's a great question to think about conceptually. Took me longer, right, because I explained the concepts behind it, but I think you could do this question in 30 seconds, 45 seconds, but definitely under a minute, and, you know, get a good score on this one, right? All right, then I'll see you all next time for question 13. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember, I'm doing every question on this test and every question on every test plus more. I want you all to do a great job on this test, stress-free, and feel good. Talk to you later. Bye.